Hey, good morning, everyone. It is, let's see, 4 minutes after 10 o'clock on this Wednesday. Hello, everyone. I'm Wave Meteorologist Brian Good. Welcome to Snow Talk, or Storm Talk. A little bit of a slip there, sorry. Storm Talk. It won't be long. We have a chance to discuss a little more about the pattern ahead. Certainly when storm systems that could have complex setups, and most of them seem to be that way, it's easier for us to have a discussion with you guys and kind of go through all the data we're looking at that we can't do in 3 minutes on TV. So I hope you guys understand that that's always a huge challenge, right? Trying to figure all that out and try to squeeze it in real fast, get to the 10-day, and then we are in a commercial break. So we want to make sure to at least give these moments a chance to breathe and hopefully answer some of your questions. And maybe some of the things that were not clear before become clearer as we evolve here through the blog update. All right. So again, I appreciate you all. Now you can comment on Facebook, X, I'm trying to get used to saying that, and Instagram at the moment, and YouTube. And they should be able to show up here on our systems. Most of them I'm seeing right now, including Shonda and Ryan and Alicia are all on the Facebook app right now. So just keep in mind that if you have any questions about the storm systems I'm about to show you, that give me a moment to explain everything. And at that point, ask your questions, because more than likely, I'm going to try to answer just about everything you're thinking of here over the next few moments. Before we get to a weather setup, I do want to show you a video sent in from a viewer. This is from Kevin Stitch from last night that was taken in the wee hours of the morning by the security camera in Charlestown, Indiana. This is going to show a meteor that was entering the atmosphere, one of several that were entering the atmosphere last night, heading toward the Lexington area. But from Charlestown, Indiana, it was visible. And this is what it looked like on his security camera there. And you see it move through, boom, bright, usually a green color, and then fades out. And in many cases, it burns up to where there's nothing that hits the ground. If it were, obviously, at the ground, it would become a meteorite. But this is a meteor that we're talking about here for last night that took place. And boy, they can be really bright. I've seen these many times. Some of you probably have driving down the road. This is about 2:37 in the morning that we saw this witnessed on his camera, but one of many. And again, that's a view from Charlestown, Indiana, looking toward Lexington, Kentucky, is the idea there. Sometimes they can stow together and a few pieces hit the ground, but that's pretty rare, but it can happen. And that's looking southeast from Charleston, Indiana toward Lexington. So it would have been tracking southeast in the sky. So check your Ring doorbell cameras, guys, and your security cameras around, say, 2:37, 2:50 in the morning. You may have caught one of these on your camera. How cool will that have been? All right, let's get to the radar, because this is what we're focused on for the next 24 hours, and that's going to be this showers and in some cases thunderstorms. Now today it's a quiet day for us. This is the transition day to get into what's coming our way. this waves of rainfall. But because we have the lighter rain in the western side of your viewing area, the air is dry still here locally. A lot of it is evaporating right away as it is approaching. Now, what it's doing is allowing for cloud cover, though, to spread over Kentucky. So I'm not sure how warm we're going to get today. If the clouds can thin enough, you can get some temperatures to get up there well into the 80s, even touching 90. But if the clouds hold on for a while, you'll see quite a bit of a different temperature gradient into the 70s and 80s. I think right now, if you're going to have a chance to hit 90 or so, it's going to be right in this area and northeast. So roughly around Louisville, northeast. If there's going to be any thinning of the clouds, that's your best shot. Otherwise, I think you'll have so much cloud cover moving through, you will likely stay in the lower 80s for a lot of you watching right now across central Kentucky and southwest Indiana. So a quiet day, right? Not a quiet day coming too far here. Now, big story of the West. This is still going to be a big story throughout the day today. And I tried to hint on this yesterday on the air that St. Louis Metro is getting a tremendous amount of rain. The training effect of rain is just repeating itself. This is going to really influence. This already has their morning drive, but it will for their afternoon drive. Rainfall rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour can fall in this kind of a setup. And with it training itself, man, what a mess. And it is affecting the Mississippi River. Mississippi will likely react to this in the coming days with so much rain falling in its basin. So a lot to watch there, but a very big mess there into St. Louis. If you have travel plans west on 64 driving toward this, just a heads up, it is not going to be easy to get into the city today at all. And I've got a feeling we'll be hearing more on the national news about this setup as the day evolves. Hope everyone's safe, but what a mess. Now, this is the rain band that is going to fade out tonight, but it will redevelop, but a little more to the east later on for late tonight, Thursday morning. And then Thursday night into Friday morning, there will be a third round, second one for us, third overall, that will try to form. I just don't know yet where that third one will be. If it'll be a little more horizontal into southern Kentucky and Tennessee, or will it still try to generate showers and storms in central Kentucky? That's something we're still trying to work out in the finer data details. But this is where we stand right now with the wall of heavy raining. And I want to show you this because that's exactly how the radar is going to look over our area. And 24 hours from now, when I'm on here with you guys with Storm Talk, this is what the radar should look like over wave country. Band of rain that will likely be across Illinois, West Kentucky, and some of that even into Louisville. Your severe potential is on the southern and southwest side of any kind of rain band you have like that. So that will put it in the warmer air where you don't have as much heavy rain, but on the edges of that heavy rain blob, you can get a couple of severe thunderstorm events, even a couple of spin-ups. And tornadoes are possible, but that's relatively brief and weak when they develop, but it's a non-zero chance, so be aware of that. That would be mainly in central Missouri, out of our area, and west of Paducah. But notice they do at least extend the marginal risk into central Kentucky just to account for maybe some gusty winds and hail that could still accompany this in the wee hours of your Thursday for areas closer to, say, Muhlenberg County, Ohio County, back toward McCracken and Paducah. So not a factor for our counties, but just wanting to give you guys an idea because you're going to ask, I know you all, what about severe weather? Now, once we see the second or third band that could form here, we will have that chance for severe weather probably a little bit closer to us, but it's too early to make a call on that until we know where the setup will be. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center is going to follow the southern side and keep that risk right now in Nashville. But there is a chance that we may see the marginal go a little more back up into at least southern Kentucky. That is possible depending on the speed of these things. This is just not a big severe weather setup is what I want to make sure I'm clear. This is a heavy rain setup. That's our concern with this. And it's the deadliest one we've got in Kentucky. More people die from this than anything else. We lost a soul not too long ago, a couple days ago in eastern Kentucky due to flooding that took place on, I believe it was a Sunday. So please, as we always say, turn around, don't drown, right? I have not seen any flash flood watches issued yet. I'll check the map here. Let me do it. Just do it now. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. This thing's a little fickle. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Current flash flood watches. They are out for West Kentucky. Do not include our area. I don't know if they'll be able to go with the flash flood watch for our area. I think that's going to be a little tougher to see happen, just because we've got some dry ground. It hasn't rained a ton as of late in some areas. I haven't had any rain, in fact, in my location, that has been significant for a while. So I'm relatively dry. So I think that my grounding rate probably can handle about 2.5 inches rain without any major problems. So that's the reason why we don't see a lot of flash flood watches east. I think those of you in Hardin County, to Hart, Greene, Taylor, and Adair, Marion, Washington, even Nelson, I think it's a different story. You all may be really close to that level, so there could be an extension of a flash flood watch for Central Kentucky later today. That is indeed possible. So I'll be watching that. Meanwhile, your flooding risk in general for Thursday is outlined for flash flooding a little more in that zone of Central Kentucky, basically where I just highlighted. So yes, there is a chance the flash flood watch could get extended a little more into that area. Otherwise, again, very sharp cutoff, as you'll see here in a second, on how this is going to play out. Now, I'm going to show you one model's idea, and I got to be very transparent with you guys. The modeling is not, as it has struggled all summer, is not going to have a good handle on the finer details of this. But I want you guys, I'm showing you this because I want you to see the 1, 2, and 3 punch kind of idea these systems will have. I think that's important to note as we head through the next couple of days. So this afternoon, again, we're fine, just a little cloudier at times. If we get thinning of the clouds, again, 90 is reachable. Tonight, this first wave dives down. This particular model likes to keep it way west, misses Louisville completely with rainfall. So wave 1, according to this model, our in-house model, says is not going to happen. Now, I will say all the other models that I have looked at do bring it into Louisville for the morning rush. So we're going to keep the chance up there until we get all the modeling to agree. But right now, based on the trajectory of how this is going to form a little further north and to Illinois, for us doing just old school meteorology here and kind of drawing out where the boundary would be of higher dew points, it should aim more toward Louisville and Central Kentucky, not dive that far south and west. So we'll see. That's why it's tough to show models, but at least we can give you an idea. Now, this one has the second round, so you do see much of a break. And then here comes the second round as we into Thursday night into Friday. Again, some severe weather possible in the southwest side, likely out of our counties, but it brings in more heavy rain. But you're seeing the idea here that some of the same spots are getting those yellows and those oranges and those reds. And rainfall rates, 2.2, 2.3 inches per hour. That is not good. This is probably the most moisture latent system that I have seen so far this summer. So it is moving. That's good. We're getting these waves that are moving along. We're just getting multiple ones. So I'm just concerned about those of you that are going to get multiple rounds. If you get one, just one, I think you'll be okay. Only minor flooding issues, nothing major. If you end up with 2, then we may have problems that start to develop. I just want you all to be aware of that. Watch the weather closely. Now that you know the storyline, you know what to look at on Futurecast. You're like, okay, there's wave 1. I see where it is. It missed my county, so I think I'm okay. Okay, here comes wave 2. That's the next one's going to be heavy. I think I can handle that, and you'll be fine. I want you guys to kind of be in the habit of looking at the radar and knowing the storyline, because that's important to me. You know the storyline of this, so you know whether or not your neighborhood, your yard is starting to become into a trouble zone if you realize you're getting both rounds. And then red flags should come up saying, okay, I really need to start paying attention to this. Once we get to Friday afternoon, Saturday, I really don't see much happening. Looks relatively quiet. I decided to do a hand-drawn map on this to kind of smooth out the modeling because I thought it was a mess. You see overall rain totals much lighter to the northeast. Louisville, I'll put us roughly in the 1 to 2 inch zone, and it may be more of an issue of 2 inches in Valley Station and less than an inch in Prospect. It may be that wide of a range for Jefferson County, so keep that in mind. And you don't have to go far. You go right into the other side of Bullock County, and you run into the 2 to 4, isolated higher. If you end up with both rounds and they are thunderstorms, you have to understand thunderstorms skew a rainfall forecast sometimes in a big way. So if you get thunderstorms, you could go up more to 5 to 6 inches of rain in some cases, or even hopefully, but even higher is possible. So that's the zone in yellow. I think we really need to watch on that. Some of the modeling for Louisville, I don't have it for every city, but the modeling for Louisville has been coming in with an average here of about an inch, inch and a half, which I think kind of fits overall the idea that we have painted out. You see there are a couple of model ensembles that are higher, and it's accounting for an eastern shift, or thunderstorms. So that's the reason why there's a few model lines that are higher, and there's quite a few that are lower, indicating that it may miss us. So that's the reason why confidence on that idea is running a little low. This is the extreme forecast modeling from the Euro about an extreme event, unusual event, I should say, for heavy rainfall out of this event on Thursday. And it's aiming for Paducah, Evansville. There's Louisville right here. So it's right on the edge of Louisville, but certainly aims for Breckenridge, Grayson, maybe Hardin County, Greene, and Taylor. So basically the spots, I think they will likely have a flood watch issued. But our rainfall forecast map, I think, looks very similar to this. So I like what that model is forecasting for that area. Your severe risk, again, you can see this is from CSU. There's your tornado potential, again, mainly to the south. Your hail and damage wind potential, again, mainly south. So it's on the southern side, your severe weather risk. So as long as that track holds, we don't have to worry about that on the severe risk side of things. At least we don't. Louisville may have to worry about some of their counties outside of wave country, because Louisville's Weather Service office on controlling the warnings and typing them up, hitting the button, they do control counties west of Louisville, including over to Bowling Green. So they may have a couple of problems there they have to watch. But for our counties, I don't see anything alarming there. Next issue at hand, Sunday night into Monday. Potent low is going to be moving across the Great Lakes, skipping along across Lake Erie. It will have a front dragged with it. There is a chance for thunderstorms. Some could be strong late Sunday into Monday. The front wants to stall in some cases. Euro wants to push it all the way through. I hope it does, so it'll calm things down. And as we get to the first day of school, another little boundary moves in for JCPS, maybe some light showers. And then overall, we get to relax. We don't have a lot of heat. A lot of the heat really is suppressed. So this is a setup for 80-degree weather next week, not 90-degree weather. All right, there you go. There's my dissertation today. So what questions do you have? I always worry about wave 3. I guess I missed something there. I'm good, though. Thanks, Ryan. Let's see. Good morning from Trumbull. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. See, Brady, I hope I answered your question about again, they're called flood watches now. That's they took away a lot of the flash wording. It's a long story, but flood watch. That's all we need to know. Let's see. I think everyone's fine. Everyone's talking about the fireball, the meteor last night. Everyone good? Type 1 for good. So I know. Type 2 if you want to go out and party and get outside for a while. Mia, is Thursday going to be a total washout? No. If we get the multiple rounds, it will seem like a washout, but I think there's going to be certainly some breaks, and that would be lunch into the afternoon hours on your Thursday. I think we'll be in better shape. But Thursday night into Friday, we may see round 2 come back into play. DJ, can you give us some snow, please? I'm working on it. I am working on it. I got a lot of ones. A lot of ones. Lauren is on the fence, 1 or 2. Got Ellen, a lot of 2s coming in. That's good. It's good. It's good. Chris Stone dropping in from Cincinnati to watch. Wish we can get some rain out of that. Yeah, Chris, you're going to be a little far north there, buddy. I really hope that it would come your way there and give you some relief. You may get something more on Sunday, though, with that front moving in. So be ready for that. But overall, this is going to be a Kentucky, Tennessee, Southwest Indiana, Illinois type event that is coming our way. I need a nap. Brady, so is the real deal heat probably over for the summer? Oh, we never say that. Remember how it was in October. We had that 90-degree stretch. So never say never. But yes, the odds are on your favor this year of this being a cooler summer and one for the books, perhaps. Angela, Saturday, good for mowing. Yes, unless that wave on Saturday or Friday is very heavy rainfall. It may still be a little soggy for anything heavy they may be using out there to mow. But I think overall we'll have a chance to dry out. And Saturday, it'll be more humid on Saturday. So definitely try early in the day or in the evening. All right, guys, thanks for your chat. As always, you're awesome. I'm going to get ready, head on out, get ready for the midday show, which is coming up real fast. And I will catch you guys coming up at 11 a.m. There, oh, by this, that was a severe risk there for Sunday, but I've already basically covered that. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys on the flip side.